It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Ace, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
You guys from?
Welcome to the Real Word Season 7 Episode 21. Shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to everybody that has supported us so far thus far. Shout out to everybody that has helped us with all of our success, especially this year. Shout out to everybody that donated to the toy drive. We had a toy drive. We had to switch locations up, but we ended up doing the toy drive on Flatbush and Church. We gave out over 85 toys to the kids in Flatbush. So shout out to everybody that donated. Shout out to everybody that supported. I'm here with my co-host. Introduce yourself.
You already know it's the one and only AI in the building. You know I'm your Instagram, Ace Irving 11. If it ain't no 11, you know, I ain't got tea. I got my tea, but you know, I'll wait for that one.
And we got a familiar face in the building. Introduce yourself, buddy.
Yo, what's good? What's good? You already know who it is. Breeze.
Dr. Miami.
Nah. But, of course, you know, I'm back.
You see right there.
Wow. Crazy. You just had it for me. Yo, how much that cost you? About 10 G's? I'll be damn. So, what you guys? Hair done, everything? Yeah, I gotta be like him, man. But once again, y'all already know who I am, yo. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm a regular guy, man.
Alright, and we got a new face in the building. Introduce yourself, sir.
Yo, you know what it is? My name is Ivelaw Peters. It's a crazy name, but you know, Ivelaw.
That
call me
Caribbean
Law.
vibe.
That Caribbean crazy name, you know?
Yeah.
That like English influence or whatever.
I would say that, yeah. A little British in there.
Alright, so shout out to everybody that's here today. Shout out to my guests. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. If you want to donate, that's $, The Real Word Inc. That's $, The Real Word Inc. To anyone that want to donate. And shout out to everybody that has been donating. Check out our official website at www.therealwordministriesinc.org. That's therealwordministriesinc.org. We're also on Apple, SoundCloud, Spotify, and Pandora for podcasts at The Real Word Podcast. That's The Real Word Podcast. Also check us out on YouTube. The Real Word TV on YouTube, The Real Word TV on YouTube, everywhere and anywhere. So we was talking about earlier about the different places that we're from and the way it affects us, from our names to the way we've brought up and the way we behave. And we was all going around the circle about where we're from. I know that the three of us is Haitian, and you are from...
I'm from Guyana.
Guyanese.
Yeah. You know, like back in the day, like Guyana was taken over ruled by the Portuguese at one point, and then the English took over. And then, like, you know, that's why it's like the only English-speaking country in South America. And you know, so when someone said like, yo, how did this sound? Like, you know, I didn't mainly say Jamaican, but like it's not Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? It's a different dialect.
Oh, like Patois. Are you talking about like the way the Guyanese people talk?
Yeah, the Guyanese people. It's just like they would say Guyanese Creole. They call it Guyanese Creole, but like, what wrong with that boy? You know, what wrong with you? What going on with you, boy? You crazy?
Oh yeah, Guyanese dudes say.
Yeah, you crazy?
I love to say bye. Like
look at that gal, big body, that big body gal there. You know, it's like we saying the same things. Like like you guys, you Creole or whatever. You know, like you're speaking French. But like Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, it's like different dialects. Just basically speaking English, but a different dialect, and they're all taken over by the English. That's why they all signed that African twang that was in Jamaica, Barbados, whatever, mixed with that English, you know.
So how do you think that has affected you?
With me, like, I think like just being foreign or Caribbean, people look at you like treat you differently. Not treat you differently, like you're different. You're kind of different, right? When you come to America, everyone think you're different or whatever, and then they might make fun of you for being different. Like growing up, when I came in the 90s, in 89, 90, when I had like friends from Haiti, all over the Caribbean, and we all stuck together. We all stuck together all the time.
Yeah,
because
no choice.
Yeah, no choice. Because a lot when you but the bad thing about it, like we used to do, like we all used to look down on African Americans. You know, that's the thing that's bad about it. You know, they were like they're dumb or whatever. But we're moving into the hood. Of what's gonna be in the hood? Some crazy people.
Every court, like on each 2 blocks.
Yeah, and it was crazy back in the 90s. Wow. Flatbush and all that stuff. Like now it's gentrified, but back in the 90s it was crazy.
I heard certain sneakers you couldn't wear because you know.
Boy, they're taking those.
Especially if you ain't had status.
They were robbing you for Jansports, Jordans,
jackets.
Yo, I heard
definitely jackets.
Those if you had those, they take
especially if it was cold.
Yeah.
And
those jackets.
Yeah, they're like, well, you got a nice jacket. I can size him up.
Real quick, like, yo, you go home in the cold today, bro.
A few people got the kicks took back in the days.
Yo, the sneakers, you had to wear fake sneakers.
Dude.
I ain't gonna hold you. I copped a few sneakers for cheap off people that got off someone else.
Messed up, but I you know what? I can't even argue that.
Yeah, I remember one day my neighbor came to the crib.
Yeah.
And he was singing "The Champ is Here." Dum, 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 dum. And around his neck he had some brand new 12s, black and white 12s.
Oh,
I was like,
Jams?
no, the taxis. It's like white on
Everybody
top and black
wanted
at the
those.
bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
I was like, yo, how much you give me those for? He's like, yo, I just took them off somebody.
What?
I was like, yo, I'll give you 50 cash right now. He's like, make it 60, make it 60. I said,
yeah,
I took them Jones, bro.
That shit's so crazy.
Yeah,
though.
it was the whole size bigger than me, and I still want it.
He's like, yo, I had to get those, yo, and mad people was getting those, and mad people was getting shot for those sneakers too.
Bro.
Yeah.
Jordans, you was really getting bodies,
bro.
Like, yo, give those sneakers or take this bullet, bro.
I was like, damn, bro, for some sneakers, bro. Like, bro, shoot me for some.
Crazy.
Can have that. Like,
I never got robbed of my sneakers though. I got robbed for other things, but not my sneakers. As a kid.
oh, well, of course. I mean,
I got out for my sneakers, but it was more at work, you know.
they knew you wasn't going to do that.
I was working at
they knew you wasn't going to find out.
Bro,
Damn, bro.
I was tight because, you know, like, I asked, yo, let me see that camera. They're like, nah, we can't let you see. Because I want to know who it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
So I could,
Nah, I was like, nah, let me see that camera.
yeah, I was like, yo, why you can't let me see the camera? I'm like, yo, my stuff that got stolen. What you mean I can't see the cameras? Like, what type of stuff y'all telling me over here, bro?
You know, gonna beat the bricks off.
Basically, my whole outfit I'll show y'all what outfit, because I got it on the gram. Like, yeah, they stole that whole outfit.
Damn.
The sweater, the sweatpants, and the kids. And I was a fly fit that day, too. I was like, damn.
So you went home in your uniform then?
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
They took my new fresh book bag because, you know,
the book bag too?
I just copped all of them.
Oh, they didn't even give you a break on the
they
book
literally
bag.
copped my lot and they took them drugs.
Nah, some dude was watching you.
You
Whatever you did, bro.
You're the cheap lot.
Bro, I had the padlock, but
Somebody hooked you, bro.
They were really
Why didn't you get a combination Combination live, bro.
To hear the story. I had a cop. Look, I had all the brothers.
He said, "Oh, and then came through.
Bro.
Bro, I would have been tight.
I had a combination lock, but that day I left it in the crib, and I was gonna be late if I went back. So
I would took that.
I had to cop whatever lock, and we in Manhattan. I'm like, yo, these things expensive. I'm not really about to go buy no expensive lock. Like, I was just trying to do that, so I copped the lock.
How long ago was that?
Huh?
How many years ago was that?
How many years? Probably I was
Yeah, that was a while back.
Nah, it wasn't a while back. It was probably like 2 years ago.
Oh, damn.
2.5, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because I was working as a prep cook that time.
Oh, somebody really screwed.
Like I was working in
Was it Christmas that time?
Oh, no, it wasn't.
No,
I was working in Manhattan, right near Neiman's Marcus. You know where Neiman's Marcus at?
Yeah.
Right there where they got the Neiman's Market, and then they got that little big space tall thing. I was literally there before it really is what it is now. So I was working over there, but where that spot I was working, bro, I felt like I was working in. I felt I was working in Ivelaw, like it looked luxurious, but they hired mad like.
Somebody killed you, bro. Oh my god.
All the supervisors, bro.
Nah, they were dead on it.
20 years, bro. All the supervisors did 20 years. Like, and then they hired all the men, so like, it was hot in there. I ain't gonna hold you.
Probably one of the supervisors.
Bro, I was about to be a supervisor.
Not letting you see a camera, fam?
I was about to be a supervisor in there, but this dude ended up taking his mans that just came home and said, yo, I'm not giving you. Bro, I was tight. Ever since that day, I was moving mad different on that job. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm out of here.
Nah, sometimes it gotta be that way because you gotta show, bro, like, your work.
Me, like, I put it work. I was like, yo, I put it work, boo, and then you, like, alright, if you pick somebody more credentials, but you literally just picked this dude and he just came home like 20 days ago. I don't know exactly how it went, but I know it was probably like in between the 1 month frame.
That's why for me I got like mad fail safe, meaning like multiple jobs, but like jobs I could choose from.
Oh no,
you feel me?
I'm a hustler.
Like no, but it's like legit jobs, like real healthcare jobs.
Healthcare jobs.
Yeah. Now I'm like, nah, maybe trapping or something like that. I'm just saying now. Let's be real. Listen, bro. Let's be real, bro. We not about to do this right now, bro. Let's be real, yo. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Certain days you in the trenches, you gotta hustle. What you want me to do?
Well, that's smart though. All healthcare jobs.
All healthcare jobs, because I realize healthcare is never gonna die out ever.
People getting sick a lot now.
Exactly, and then on top of that, there's more demand for healthcare people. So for me, I put like a few jobs. I was like, but it's the way you put it though. Because for me, I put a couple jobs on stand, huh?
You still gonna get stressful guys dealing with all the patients.
It depends on your schedule. I'm about to tell you how. Because like I have like 2-3 jobs on per diem standby, meaning I can pick up those shifts whenever I can or want, right? Now I have about 3 main jobs, but it's all broken down. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I'm on one. Thursday, Friday I'm on another one, and every other Saturday I'm on another one.
Damn.
But I have like days off, but I also get off like in a reasonable time though. Now it's not like on some slavery. Work my slave. Nah, it's some real. Okay, you're here at 6 o'clock. You get off at 2:30. Now also I'm like 4:30, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. That's rare unless you got an emergency case. But initially, bro, I'm living the dream. Initially,
Dr. Miami.
I'm just saying, because truthfully, if one job was to act up, alright, cool, no beef, no problem. I ain't gonna call it. I'll just move on to the next.
Yo, got Dr. Miami in the building.
You're a real doctor?
Nah, don't believe that.
He's a real doctor?
Nah, bro, don't believe that, bro.
You should see his
I'm just a specialized safety director diver in hyperbaric medicine. That's all I am. But I am going to nursing though, probably PA. I don't know which.
Speaking of that, because you have accomplished a lot, you've done a lot. Like since I've met you, I could say
Thank you.
How did your background growing up help affect you and help make you the man that you are today? Because I know me and you spoke about this briefly one time.
Yeah.
And so you could speak to the people about it.
I can say because, you know, that stigma of our Haitian people, like, they like to put out that, you know, you need to be a doctor, lawyer, nurse, all that, right?
Yeah.
They put that energy out in the world.
Yeah.
You feel me? To the point where the other people are looking at us as more respectable. So in a way, I kind of knew how to move and knew how to talk because my aunt always speak proper, stand up straight, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, like stuff like that, to learn how to speak on some real G stuff. Because in a world like theirs, you gotta know how to speak to them. Because if you speak all slang, they're gonna look at you like and then they're gonna be like, you know, the other word, maybe in their body. Initially, maybe in the body. You feel me? I'm just saying. Yeah. But initially, because of our Haitian people that put out that stigma and that kind of was like put out that I would say that discipline in us, and most of us really, I was able to actually use that in the workforce because you're bilingual, of course. You know, you Haitian, you gotta speak Creole at least. At least, I'm just saying. Creole or French, whatever's which.
You
right?
gotta speak French, but Creole.
But Creole.
But don't speak Creole.
Right. But initially, when you get into the workforce, when they find out you Haitian, they're like, oh yeah, he's an automatic hard worker. Because they put out that stigma before us. You feel me? So that's why every time they're like, dude, be a doctor, be a nurse, be this, because they want to keep up that stigma. Yeah. Which I kind of realize in a sense. They're like, oh yeah, don't be rapper, that's bum life, okay? You could be a positive rapper too. No, you're a bum. You're a bum. No, you could be a millionaire. You're a bum.
Anything in the arts, man, I swear.
Yeah,
you're a bum.
It gotta be that traditional
stuff.
Yes. Yes.
You know, my parents hit me with that too. They're like, what are you? Entrepreneur?
And I'm like, but initially I'm really thankful for it because it helped me able to move like just with ease, with no problems, and I'm able to kind of like function and get money because truthfully, boy, I seen some people pay rate and I'm like, okay, you know, not my business. All I know is I worked hard to get where I am because I literally put in that time and work and discipline.
My son drives me to.
But being Haitian does have this plus, bro. Honestly, because of that discipline, bro, I was able to get really, really far. Shout out to my aunt, though. I don't really shout her out a lot, to be honest. You know, of course, you know, as you guys know her, she's very like disciplined, like super disciplined.
It's good to keep fam low key sometimes.
Yeah, she alright. But yeah, like she's super disciplined me, and I gotta give her thanks wherever she is, whatever she's doing. She's probably praying, who knows? But yeah, like you know,
she praying for you.
Yeah, probably. I will to God, but
it's a good thing somebody's always there praying.
Bro, somebody got to
pray yourself.
Somebody, but yeah, all thankful to the parents though. Initially, really.
Yeah, our mother's prayers and our aunts, our grandmothers' prayers, like they saved us. Like they don't just give us
Could have been in jail, boy.
Everything like
prison. That's what they would call it, right? Prison. Got they bum line.
My mother prayed like 4 times a day, really.
For real?
4 times.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, my aunt does it religiously.
I pray every day, man. I pray every day, man. Pray and
I try
meditate.
to now, yeah. Especially these times now. The times are changing. Like,
it's crazy.
It's so quick.
You gotta be connected to positive energy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
COVID was like the awakening year for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because you started to realize that, whoa, a lot of things are fake.
Word.
Mad stuff is fake. we live in the Matrix right now.
No, and initially, on some real stuff.
Yeah.
Initially.
Like, all these movies is real. Like,
it's real shit. Sometimes.
Like, you just go in there thinking it's just entertainment. No, bro.
Nah, it's real.
It's more than entertainment.
It's more
than entertainment.
Subliminal messages, really.
Yeah.
In a sense.
If you could peep that, then you realize, you know, what's really going on.
Word.
You know what's crazy about it? You saying that and in agreement with that, us agreeing about that whole thing that you just said, being living in the Matrix and everything. If you say that to some people are like, "You're a conspiracy theorist."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man. You know what's so funny? I told people months ago, I was like, "Yo, fam, y'all keep going out like this, y'all gonna create a surge that's gonna be biting up your asses real quick." Months later,
right?
look where we at now.
Yeah.
Literally, look where we at.
He gave you a sneak peek.
Yeah.
I literally said, yo, if you go back from videos, I literally said to people, yo, fam, just watch. If y'all don't stay inside, just watch. It's gonna go up.
He told y'all too that
now look at us. All of them panicking, don't even know what to do. Half of y'all not even in the health, don't even know what to do right now.
I think it's.
And he sent a shot to the unemployment people.
Whoa, hey.
Be unhealthy.
Now my
too,
business.
man.
Get your money how you can, bro. For real.
Yo, unemployment was good back when COVID first hit.
it was
You going to jail, bro?
Dude.
You going to jail, bro?
I was doing something legit. I was doing shit legit.
Oh boy.
I was using that unemployment money.
Bro. Just cut it, bro. Don't continue with that. You'll get yourself killed right now. They're watching your phone, bro. They're like, yeah, we wait for you to say one word.
What's up?
One stop.
just be like, I was doing good during
I was working a lot during COVID.
Even worse.
No, I think a lot of people. Became entrepreneurs and started businesses.
Oh yeah, make it worse for him. Yeah, what type of business you started? Woo!
We all started a business.
Now, for real, I'm proud of a lot of people that actually took initiative to start businesses in this like pandemic, because a lot of people gave up. Like a lot of people just quit their life and became like bums, and I was just looking at them like, "What's your problem, fam? Like you born here. A lot of people that's not born here will kill you for your stuff, bro. Like literally to change places."
It feels colder outside, like darker, like the streets feel more.
Yes.
Yes. The vibe is different.
Oh yeah. For fact.
You was expecting like with COVID, everything was like the same now.
Yeah.
But it has to be up to the people to wake up though.
Yeah.
It has to be up to them, man. It's only a few that's gonna wake up, but
it affects people differently. Some people got really depressed, and like a lot of people became alcoholics and everything.
Yeah.
It got worse.
Yeah,
You know,
the fat people got skinny, and then the skinny people got fat.
Married people broke up. Got divorced.
oh boy, when they was home all day, they like, what you boy? They know what you like. So, how was your day? I was sitting next to you this whole time, fam.
What you mean? How was my day?
You see it the most in church because you see how many empty seats there are now.
Woo!
Like, and it's
That's
like
good.
I did a sermon on it where like I compared it to the snap from Thanos, and it's like half the people gone.
For real, it's like
how we gonna get that other half back? And like some of that half will never come back, bro.
Yeah.
But it's a
because they
it's a no. Hold on. It's a perfect example that God is showing. Y'all think y'all ready for the coming? Y'all really think y'all ready? It's really a perfect example. He's showing y'all that y'all not ready. Literally.
It might get a little worse.
Like he's giving y'all an example. He's like, look at this little pandemic that you guys have. Y'all still have food. Y'all still have everything running, but look at y'all panicking. Can't even praise me for at least one day.
Was low. Those was not free.
Yo, my boy said, wait till the lights come on.
Woo! Wait till the internet come off.
Yeah.
Yo, them kids don't know what to do,
That's
bro.
gonna be nuts.
Them kids won't know what to do.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's probably gonna be next.
Blackout.
You know what I realized too?
Blackout.
There's been a few blackouts though.
Yeah.
But temporary.
Temporary, but like
a day or two.
blackout for like
Just testing.
for a while now. Yes. Just testing. Just testing.
Maybe. You know.
It might be a
Don't
longer
listen
one.
too much though. You talk.
Yeah, don't just say too.
Yeah, the last guy that came on here, she got us banned for a week. Like,
What?
You know, certain
was sending
things.
these emails. They was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Like,
No, but during the pandemic, I actually just like I told you I was doing a marketing program.
Yeah.
Got my life together. Well, my life is together, but the thing is, it's like being an artist. Being like I'm Caribbean too, and like
you telling us, you don't have to explain.
it's the same thing. But it's the same thing. Like you said, like it doesn't matter if you have $1 million or you're doing this or whatever. If you're not a doctor or you're doing a trade or something, they don't give a damn.
Yeah, they don't value what you are.
They want to see you going out every single day busting your ass.
Yeah.
In order to like be respected, like I have a job. Like I'm an actor, right? And I would.
Asians be like,
Go tell that to Asian dad. You gonna be like, yo, fam, you not going near my daughter,
my
fam.
parents be like,
They're like, yo, you're bum.
You got
You're bum.
movie by Sato. That's the end of it. That's the end of it, bro. It'll be over for you, bro.
They'll be like, you're a bum.
yeah,
You're a bum.
Like, so
they just say in their
But-
terms.
you gotta say a respectable career, but then also mention your hobby. So that way it levels out.
Exactly.
Like for me, I can go anywhere, even around Haitians. I could say whatever I can. They be like, oh, okay, yeah. Give me that prop. Give me that prop.
So let me ask you a question. What about someone like me, where most people don't even know what I do?
Nah, fam, you know what you do, fam. All sorts of stuff. Switching to somebody else, not even him. Going to somebody else, not even. Oh, nah, not you. Somebody else, man. Somebody else.
It's like I work a 9 to 5. I want to work every day. Like, you know.
But you do a respectable job.
Yeah, and I do this on the side. I do this.
But that's the thing.
But
But
that's-
on the side,
Bro,
you did. That's what I was saying.
But
Like,
then
let's say you
this
did.
job.
Okay. Let's say you didn't have a wife, right?
Yeah.
This is hypothetical. You dress like that, like, you know, same age, whatever, right? You're an elder. You got your whip. You chilling, no kids, none of that. Now you go to a Haitian parent, right? Now, what would you do first? Would you mention only this, or you gonna mention the respectable career and this?
9 times out of 10, I don't talk about it at all.
What, this?
No, I don't talk about anything.
Anything
I don't
until they ask you.
until they ask me.
Okay, so when they ask you, what are you gonna say to them?
9 times out of 10, I'm passive. Most of the time, when people say, "What do you do?" I say, "I do a few things here and there." They're like, "Oh, okay," and then like, cause thing I noticed,
Yeah,
the reason why people ask you, "What do you do?"
to give you that level of respect, of course.
They want to know how much money you have.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it. So it's
It's like,
you know, it's just that they
Like,
grab you up like, my son.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
In their mind, they thinking, okay, what do you do? Okay, this is the going salary. I know it's between this and this. Okay,
Yeah.
so what else do you
They
do?
could be like, you're a doctor?
For a fact.
And what else do you do? Okay, plus this,
Not
plus
you.
that.
Doctor, right?
Yo, man, let the man talk, bro. Let the man talk.
So it's like,
Then when it's 10, oh, I'm sorry.
So it's like-
disrespect 20 G's.
so it's like, it's almost like they adding up like your worth, almost like your
Yeah.
value. They adding it up. So like,
course.
I've been in those type of situations. Most of the time, like, it's whatever you think I am. It don't really matter. Some people, everybody have their own opinion. You know, it is what it is. But like, I see the difference. Like, I seen the difference where like I was in one position, I was in another position. I tell them, oh yeah, I do this, not do that. And like, you see the difference, especially with women, obviously.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
All
it's
the time,
different.
yeah.
That's why I said if you wasn't married, it'll be a totally different ball game for you, bro.
Yeah, so it's like the women, like the way they move is just, they move the way that they move, and men too.
Nah,
Because
yeah.
9 times out of 10, when a guy buy a flashy car or like wear like fancy clothes or like he works out, it's mostly men that's complimenting him. Like, no more. It's like a man like, yo, I like your car, bro. What type of car is that? Or what year is that? Like, oh, I like those sneakers, bro. I wanted to buy those. Yo, that jacket is hard. Like, the girl might feel that way, but she probably tell her homegirls, or she'll only tell you in private.
True.
But she also plotting at you
But
too.
you gotta get a real one so you not care about
We
that.
all know most girls, they plotted on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
They're doing the research and everything. You can try this type of car.
They see that
Got
DM,
some-
man.
yeah,
When you DM
does
them, they
this,
see
but-
the DM.
Yeah.
For a fact.
so it's like,
So if it went in, it went in.
yeah. But I was reading a book. It's called The Millionaire Mindset. I forgot the
I got the
title,
audiobook.
the title of the book, but it's basically talking about the mindset of a Jew and how they apply the Bible to be millionaires. And like us being Haitian, you know how they always tell us l'école, l'église, la caille, which is church, home, and school.
Yeah.
It's almost the same principles that they have. Almost the only difference is they go to school way more and go to church way more.
Way more.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
So it's like
3 different days, bro.
So it's saying like basically all the principles that they need in order to be sufficient or in order to make money and be successful and still take care of their people is in the Bible. It was like the biggest lie they ever told the black church, and that's why the black church is the lowest money maker out of all the churches that they saying that it's okay to be poor here because in heaven you're gonna be rich.
That's the only big problem I have.
Why not be rich here?
And mind you, not a lot of them got nice houses and stuff. So I'm looking around like, hold up, fam, don't be saying that.
But look at this, the Methodist Church, they got money. The Baptist Church, they got money. The Catholic Church, they got money.
Definitely.
The Jewish Church,
they got
So when we look
deep
at it,
pockets.
so then in the book it's saying that a Jew, and it goes back to what we were saying about Haitians, where it's like, oh, be a doctor, lawyer, and this. Because to them, like, that's the highest paying jobs that they know. No, I'm saying that
for them. Yeah.
But then in the book, actually, it names all the jobs and all the salaries. And it's like, they encourage their child to get these high paying jobs. And even if they don't get the highest paying job, go for the next one or the next one or the next one. And it named like 50 jobs in the book that you could get in the salaries. Then it was like, also take that money and invest it. Don't just leave it there, invest it, keep flipping it. And it was like, in the book it's saying that, same thing in the Bible, it's saying that you can't charge interest to like a fellow Jew.
Right.
But you could do it to someone that's not Jewish.
Oh wow.
So
which is like, messed up, to be honest.
So you can make money off the Gentiles.
Yeah.
If you ever read The Richest Man in Babylon, it talks about a guy that kept borrowing money and charging interest. He would then take that interest and borrow it to someone else until everyone owed him money until he didn't have to work anymore.
True.
And if we know the Rothschild family, that's what they did.
And they stole a lot.
And they're Jewish. So then it then talks about all the Jews in history, how smart they were. Then talk about all the richest people, all the richest Jews. And it's like, they make it okay to become rich. And if you think about it, look how much Jewish lawyers they are. Look how much Jewish doctors they are. So it's like, and it's like, okay, but then in our community, in our culture, not I'm talking about like island people. I'm talking about like
just
the black community. It's like rapper, drug dealer, hustler, pimp, like street dude, go to jail, whatever you done. Come back out, okay, same thing again, because I know nothing else.
Yeah.
And then it's even harder for them too, because it's like,
and they make that cool for us, and we gotta start making it cool. Like, it's cool to go to school, it's cool to like work a job, like flip your money legally, like, and put it in it and stock market, and
you can make way more money flipping it legally than illegally.
Yeah, because
it
depends on your run.
I'm telling you. During COVID,
we don't know. I wish that was true.
No. I'm telling you, bro.
Do you know what politicians do?
Of course, politicians.
You have no idea.
But that's it's kind of it's legal, but also legal. It's the terms. They sprinkle that in.
They
sprinkle that. Put it on the rug. If you want to be a politician, you're gonna make crazy amount of money because you gotta rip some people off or whatever, and lie to one person.
You don't have to. That's a choice. Politician, let me tell you, politicians always have a choice.
They're in everyone's pocket.
Well, of course,
Big farm, all that stuff.
January 31st, 2022, we're gonna be all paying back student loans for what?
Oh, that ain't for me. I don't do student loans, Papa. I'll pay it outright if I got to.
Oh yeah, it all depends on your situation. But
let me tell you, for me it was more. Thank you to these fine, rich young gentlemen here. That's rich, by the way, rich. I'm not doing a job in a Ferrari now. Hey, I'm not doing a job in a Ferrari or pool parties, having chains. It's time, ding ding ding. But like, if you do it smart, I'm not saying it's a no-brainer because it is going to be hard. Like, it's so hard to even save now, because like with the inflation that's happening right now, you got to make sure you make at least $2,000 every 2 weeks, with the inflation included. You feel me? Just to at least be able to kind of live in a way and save at the same time.
You losing 40% off your money because of inflation.
Oh, of course, yeah. But that's why I say you have to make sure that you're making at least that. You feel me? To keep yourself a little like above average.
Or buy assets because all this is fiat currency.
You gotta invest it because like I made a lot of money flipping stocks and doing options during COVID. Like
so that's what you was reading.
Yeah.
And I knew he was gonna get caught on. I said, boy, you better stop. He was gonna go catch you, bro.
Crypto, get into crypto.
That
stuff.
Yeah, I invested in crypto too, I made a very nice investment on crypto, Coinbase was doing well.
Yeah.
At one point.
Well, mine too.
Crypto was nice.
No, I
was doing crypto, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Hey, look, now you got Ethereum where you could get NFTs.
Yeah.
Watching live videos and this one guy, like, he's very smart and stuff. And like he talked about 2029, like NFT's gonna be like a big thing. Like it's like on some like it's gonna be the new art, like digital art. Because basically, like we have all these paintings here, but it's gonna be a new time. Man.
That's true
for a fact. You gotta hold these paintings
digital. That's really what.
Hold the old school stuff too.
They're going to.
Like
that's
Game Boys and stuff like that.
Some of the art, the NFTs are made from Ethereum. Mm-hmm. That's why it'll be worth so much. Ethereum is going to be worth a lot of money, just as much as Bitcoin is worth. Ethereum going to be like that amount of money. It's like
came up a lot.
Yeah. So like it's like $4,000 for one Ethereum now.
Yeah. I remember when it was like 200 or something.
Yeah. So if you bought a lot of that, it would have been crazy rich right now.
Yeah.
And in 2017, like Bitcoin dropped to like $33,900. If you had the money then, you could have bought that, and that'd be like 40 G's.
Yeah.
For each Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yeah.
Even Ethereum Classic too, because it's just a baby version of Ethereum. And it's gonna be big as well. The bigger Ethereum get, the bigger the Ethereum Classic get too.
Yeah,
true. They really
get in that way.
I don't really buy the subcoins like the subcoins that come under the original coins. I don't really deal with those.
Like the altcoins.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But the Shiba coin came up. I heard.
Yeah. No, those too. Like some of those altcoins can make you a lot of money, but you don't want to leave it.
That's a little because you never know what coming up.
Yeah.
But you don't want to invest in some land.
Yes, land.
I'm not putting no crazy money.
Once I get that land,
real estate's the big thing right there. Real estate.
Honestly, one of my friends, he moved yesterday, but I didn't expect it though. He was like, "Yeah, I got my own place, bro. I got my own house and everything." Nah, even like, of course, further to New Jersey and stuff like that. I mean, like he's like closer, like an hour and a half to Six Flags, but his taxes, well, with everything included, is like $1,500.
Wow,
bro.
Wow.
His house is beautiful, bro. And then it made me realize, I was like, nah, I can't keep renting. Now I really gotta save for this, land, for this house,
bro. Get out of New York. You gotta get out of New York.
Oh yeah, I'm already out of New York. I'm just saying, now I gotta save for some land. You feel me? That's the main objective.
Dr. Miami,
I mean, of course, they got prospects in land already, so he got one in Georgia, and guess what? He got one.
Where?
Texas.
Wow. You got the big ballers right here.
Every single part of it, he's lying, bro. Yo, man.
I have no house in Texas, man.
I'm just saying.
I wished.
You're right. I might be lying, right, quote unquote, but the chains don't lie, right? I'm just saying.
You're blinking out right now.
Blinking heavy, the lines shine on it. Be like, oh, my eyes. Whew, wow.
No, but outside of New York, you get way better property.
Yeah.
Like you said, the land. You're buying the house, you're buying the land too.
For a fact, yeah.
Like North Carolina, even in Jersey, like you said, upstate New York is way better.
Way better.
But I love New York.
I love New York, but
I love New York.
For a fact.
But I definitely do not want to be here forever.
Yeah, you don't stay here forever.
Yeah. I do not see myself being in New York.
Yeah.
I'd rather maneuver come here. I look at New York more of like a place where
place of business.
I like flip my money because
You're right.
That's what really New York and Los Angeles is for, because they said New York and Los Angeles is the most expensive. Why? Because this is where Majority of the business.
Money, yeah.
And then now you got Atlanta too in there.
Yeah.
But those are where, like if you want to flip your money, come in and flip your money because there's mad resources to flip your money. But
black people really buying up Atlanta though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. It's
like taking back their land, man.
Like buy up the land, like let's buy the land. Let's buy all the land.
Yeah.
But take up as much land as we can.
As much as we can, to be honest.
Like, ain't
because
nothing wrong with that.
That's wealth.
Nothing wrong.
Because they have like
pass it
4
down.
houses.
They're already taking up
in
land, so you
Atlanta.
might as well grab.
He gets something for like $80,000 in Atlanta.
Yeah.
A nice house.
A nice house. 80 to 100,000.
Yeah.
You gonna get some bros in Atlanta.
And like,
once you got a house in the Hellcat, you good. Once you get a Hellcat, you straight in Atlanta, bro.
Oh no, you get a Hellcat, they rob me.
They taking the wheels. For a fact.
Because I've been to Atlanta, and I have an uncle. I'm not gonna say what he work as, but yeah. And for him, like he told me, like, I came there, I was like, oh, how's it over here? I try to talk to somebody, he's like, chill, because everybody got a gun, so.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody got a gun, bro.
Yeah, they mighty gangster over there, boy.
Yeah, the same thing out here.
Yeah.
But,
it's just illegal.
Illegal.
What you said?
I didn't even think about that. You're right.
You gotta be on point in that. Like, you gotta be on point.
Wow.
You're like, I know you got it. You know I got it. It's just, let's just go to our family.
Not for real.
That's crazy.
I'm strapped. You strapped. Let's play 2-1-2.
Yeah, because over here, like, sometimes you gotta guess who's strapped and, by the way certain move. The way somebody moved, then you could tell they're strapped. But out there, it's like off rip. You thinking, yeah, this guy's strapped.
But some people got it in a holster though.
Like they showed off half of the time.
Open carry.
Yeah.
Like in Texas, like they got the gun right there, walking around all the time.
Yeah. That's scary, man. Yeah,
That is crazy.
Yeah, because it's like, I got it, you got it,
like play if you want to.
Yeah. It's like there's not really a bed. It's like we all got it. So what happened?
But Chicago like that too.
I mean, it's called shot right for a reason. Like
Chicago's crazy out there.
The only place I think with like really strict gun laws is New York and California. I feel like
it's mad crime in New York in comparison to Atlanta, isn't it? Like
New York,
shit going on in New York more.
New York is really, imitating Chirac.
Yeah.
They're giving off the energy. They created their own version of drill music.
Yeah.
True.
And like right now, Bronx, all those other areas. So their crime rate is going up, but like people always gonna find a way to get a gun. So this is the society we live in.
Yeah, the other day we was in the South Bronx and we dropped off one of our friends, and there was a group of people outside his building. They all had on ski masks. They all looked, and they looked at us the whole time. Don't take their eyes off. Even when
that is called Lazim, man. Get out my car, bro.
You know when our boy left
Get
the car,
out of
went
my
in the
car.
crib, and closed the door, they did not take their eyes off.
Drove off.
In front of your boy's house?
Yeah,
I would have told you, see, you gotta worry about me.
Crazy.
I was like, yo, what's up? They was like,
what you mean, what's up?
That's the Bronx though, man. The Bronx
they do.
There
was like 6 trees up there, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. Like,
at least 3 guns.
Yo, for real.
I'm not gonna hold you because we know why they move like that. Car stop. They usually used to drive by.
It's a black car too.
My boy said from the Bronx.
Black rims. They like whoa.
Hold on. Who's coming out here?
And, they used to in the hood most of the time people got a Beamer, BMW, so they like hold up, Beamer, Infinity, hold up. It's the hood tradition where they like nah. Cause they usually say everybody get a Beamer now or something like that.
Bro, they all pulled the ski mask
right there.
They all look. They did not take their eyes off. And it was a good 5-10 minutes because he was tired. He closed the door. He was like, guys.
You a crazy gangster. Okay. You say a guy now. Okay.
Now he's an older man. He's an old guy. He put like gray hair, grandkids and everything. Like he just hopped out the car. He put on his book bag. They all looking at the old man like,
we gonna rob him.
No, they was looking at us in the car. Like, wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, yo, forget the old man. He homeless. He looking at them.
He wasn't worried about the old man. He just looking at us. These people.
He's like, yo, nah, not here.
They was looking at us like that was their turf. Like, yo, what y'all doing on our
right?
Bro, it was like a movie, bro. Like, bro, they did not move. They did not turn around. They did not look up the block, look down the block. They gotta look at these dudes.
Bro, if you like, know you're not from there,
you don't want to be there, man. You
once you hear bro, get out of there. Oh my God. Get out of there. Bro, they coming out the woodworks for you, bro.
They come for you, especially.
Me?
Not you.
I'm always in my car, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'll mess around and tell the cop, I had to run him over, fam. What you want me to do? You want to kill me? I do the grace of God stuff, man. He can't be killed. He gotta go.
But you don't understand, like, it was like nighttime. It's Jackson Ave off the 5 train in the middle of South Bronx. So it's like, and they had color-coded ski masks. It was the red ones, the white ones, the blue ones, bacon, the Puerto Rican, and Dominican flags.
Nah, they be deep, bro. They don't play, bro. They don't play, bro. That's why I'm like, yo. Even at high school, I was like, yo, I commend y'all gangsters, man. For me, it ain't for me, bro. Because I know if I go to jail, I might have to fight for my life for real. I might have to be a short Bruce Lee. I can't do that at a short amount of time span, bro. Like, come on, man. They're going to try to what? Nah, bro. I'm going to have to take another 10 years in the solitary. Like, hit the security guard off real. Solitary, go ahead, bro. That's it.
Wild out on somebody, right? Then be locked them in solitary.
For the whole entire time, bro.
Yes.
At this point,
it's about size in jail, you know.
Nah, like
it's not really about size.
Nah, it's not. But it's like
you still can fall.
Yeah.
Like, I just know it ain't for me.
I mean, David.
Yeah, I know what
I commend whoever's gangster, man.
But I think that's so crazy about it. Like sometimes the community kind of glorify, jail and all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
romanticize the whole thing.
That's what the industry pushes for us to go. It's good to be in jail. It's good to throw your life away.
And then there's no trap. There's no trap right there.
That's really what the environment right now is pushing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's the new normal.
I mean, it can't be the new norm. You gotta do better, cause then I'm like,
you just gotta break the tradition.
Yeah, cause then it's like, to me, it's like you're telling me I'm in your hood, right? I'm like, I understand if you're paying taxes for this hood, like, but do you own this? Like, I don't get it. Like, I mean, it's cool. Like, I respect your turf, fam. I'm not no gangster. I'm a regular civilian. You feel me? But I'll be damned if you tell me, fam, what you doing in my hood. I'm gonna be like, sir, do you have enough money to pay for this hood? Like,
you don't even own the hood.
Like, people be like, this is my block. Like, I mean, if you own a building on a block, you can say
that. I would respect it more. I'll be like, damn, you're a businessman, man.
They're actually still going around saying that shit.
Bro, you'll be surprised. And I'll just be there like, damn, bro. Only if you know, these white people will come up to me like, nah, this is my hood. Get out. And you gonna be tight. You gonna get off the block. You gonna get off the block.
A white guy coming with the glass like, actually, it's my hood.
Yeah, bro. They have no fear when it comes to nighttime in the hood, bro.
It's like when you see that one Jew walking in the hood by himself, like, yeah, he's collecting rent.
Yeah.
He's a tax collector, man.
You don't see that every month.
Never, bro.
And then he sure be pretending, shalom. Yeah, alright. You shaloming, alright. You shaloming. You coming that money.
They always, you know how they are. They have that one person where they only speak to that one black person. 9 out of 10 of the time. They don't speak to the rest. They be like, alright, you manage the rest, and then we talk to you.
Word, true stuff.
They ain't talking to everybody, cause they probably want all them crazy. It's probably one dude, and he connected with all the dudes.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, isn't that how the world works?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the rich people.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a book called The Go-Getter where it's like the more you give, the more you get, and it's like everything that you will need will fall into place. And I can't say that hasn't happened for us. You understand? Like you know, like we give. That's one thing people can't say we don't do.
Yeah.
Like you know, like some people feel like we should probably give them more. Like you're like, yeah.
I would rather you work hard for it. Yeah.
That's one thing.
Ain't no handouts here. Even for women too. I'm like, nah, there's a harder working woman over there. You can do the same thing she's doing. I ain't giving you no leeway.
Life was never really a handout. You know, the only time you really got a handout was your parents, really. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, the only person you really owe in your life is your parents.
Is your parents, yeah.
They the one who took care of you for 18 years or no.
Yeah.
So, out of all the people, yeah, you owe them, but everybody else, you don't really owe.
Nah.
It's a lot of opportunity to make money everywhere.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. To me, I always said,
make money.
My motto was always like, money's all around us. You gotta be able to first
you gotta visualize it,
then turn it into reality. It's really that simple.
Just like
some of the
stuff.
No matter what environment you're in.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because
very true.
It's true because like some of the stuff that we talked about before that our parents don't look at as. They can't even fathom how you make money from these things in the arts or whatever.
Because then they're like, look at my son.
Yeah.
Did you meet my son? He's a doctor.
He's a doctor, yeah.
So they had to say all that.
And meantime, someone making money on YouTube.
Right? And they be talking barely crap to the rest of the family, fam. They be like, yo, you see my son, he got a TV show. TV show.
I do got a TV show.
Finally! Damn, bro. Take some credit, man. You earned it, right? You gotta take some credit for yourself.
I mean, I gotta tell them. Most of the people that found out that we was on TV, they found out by turning on the TV and it was like, oh, look at this guy.
True.
One of my, close friends, he found out because he was on Facebook. I didn't really tell him, really. I ain't tell him. And then you didn't even tell me he was on TV.
And then this is the always saying, oh, where are you on TV now? Put me on.
I know.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
You ain't support me before. Why now? You know?
No, we put a lot of people on though.
Nah, for fact you got to, but it's like you're giving back because you're trying to get good karma, of course. But I'm saying initially the people that was like, you're never gonna make it, right?
Back then they didn't want me.
Yeah, like Mike Jones, yo.
Too late, just snows, yellows.
You just gotta be persistent in what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Make them know that you're serious. Like you don't have to let them know you're serious. Just do your thing and just like shut everyone else up.
Yeah, because the woman show for itself.
I
always said the best revenge is success.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you could do all this stuff, but trust me, if you become successful, you'll see how much.
That's why, like,
haters.
In my crib, like,
you see everybody characters.
Yeah.
You see how, like, pictures on the walls like this. In my crib, I line up all the awards that I got, just like that, all my degrees, just like that. So, whenever, like, I might feel sad or be like, alright, like, whenever I feel like I haven't done enough, I look up and like, alright, like, I've done this much, like, let me stay motivated, like, it motivates me, like, alright. In my house, I have blessed. Shoot, I should remember this. I can't remember what it says. But
you got so many guys, trust me.
Yeah, but come on.
The older we get, we do have memory loss sometimes. We can't remember.
Nah, but basically what I was saying was like sometimes we need to be reminded of the things that we've done, especially like sometimes we could overlook it, especially when we feel like we might not be getting the credit or like our achievements are overlooked.
Right, yeah.
Because when I was young, I was under the pressure of being lawyer, doctor, and so and so. And I tried all of them.
That pressure was
like I went to school to the school I got into. The only medical thing that I got into was dental hygienist to fulfill the doctor.
Oh, I like doctor. Okay, keep them.
I failed biology 3 times. I was placed on academic probation. Almost dropped out of college. I switched to law. Now I did the lawyer thing. I got 2 degrees in pre-law. I got waitlisted by law school 3 times. In between getting waitlisted for law school 3 times, I got into a master's program at Fordham. But in the meantime, I did all this other stuff. So it's like
you gotta be jack of all trades.
And it's like when I stack up the degrees and it's just stacking up higher and higher. It's like there's different levels to it. Like I could always say that, like and for a fact, people do respect you more obviously when they see that you put in pain. But it's like I didn't do it for you. I did it for myself, for my family, like to be able to provide and shit like and stuff like that. Like I didn't do it just to make you like, just for you to clap. Like, no, I did this for my survival and the survival of people around me.
Yeah, for a fact. It's really for the survival of you and your family. And
if you don't believe yourself, who won't believe you?
Exactly.
Because I got that bum talk too. You don't think I got that? Like when I was failing, like I was placed on academic probation because I was forced to study something that I didn't want to do, and because my heart wasn't in it, I was failing at it. But because I was failing at it, I was being criticized for it. And I'm being criticized for something that you're forcing me that even probably you can't even do.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
people are bad shit.
And they be mad at it. They like, oh, but I felt it. I'm like, what? Like, you can't even do it, fam.
Because I do most of the stuff for you.
I call the doctor's appointment. I set it up for you. Like, what else you want?
Yo, and parents will complain.
Whoa.
And you want to do a lot of things.
Most people parents still don't know how to use a computer.
Yo, for real,
a print.
Oh, definitely. That's the key one right there, bro.
But they want you to win a Nobel Peace Prize.
I know.
They're still not enough.
Go do nursing. Go
just
do
so
doctor.
they can talk crap, bro.
Yeah, so they can brag to everyone else. Like, my son's a doctor.
Yeah.
And
I hate when they volunteer your services, fam.
Oh my God, you probably get that shit a lot.
Who told you to do that, fam? I didn't tell you to do that. Oh, Fabrice, check your blood pressure, Lino. What? Did I tell you to do that?
But
did I want to do that?
But you gotta understand their mindset. Like the other day, I was talking to this Haitian guy, like the guy me and you was talking to in the bathroom, ironically. And so he was like, yo, when you do something, you do it for all of us.
No,
he was like, you're a member of this church. When you shine, we all shine. He was like, if my daughter becomes a doctor, they're gonna say, that's the doctor from that family. We all gonna shine. And then she goes to this church. It's like, this family from this church, that's a doctor.
Oh my God.
He was like, but when you do bad things, it looks bad too. Like, yes, you do good things, but you do bad things too. Like, just like we gotta take the good things, we gotta take the bad things.
Yes,
wow, you guys character.
Real characters, bro.
But he was like, please, if you could stop some of the bad things.
He's like, yeah, bro,
everything bad.
That's bad.
Like, thanks for your comment, because I'm living life for all of you. Like
literally.
Like I didn't have enough responsibilities of my own.
And that's the thing that happens too. Like you end up failing, and you almost dropped out of college.
Yeah.
A lot of people that's doing these subjects that their parents want them to do. I was doing a trade in high school, right?
Yeah.
But to be an electrician, but I was blowing that shit up. I'm putting up the jobs there. Green smoke came out of my face. I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to go wire a building and then blow the fucking building up. I'm like, nah. So like,
God, you didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Amen to that.
But like, you can just fail out of college because you're trying to pass this class that your parents probably can't even pass. You know what I mean?
What people don't
realize, always trying to put that stigma. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. Failure is success.
Yeah.
The reason why failure is success
because at least you tried.
And you learn from your mistakes. Because man, look, if you ain't lose, how you gonna adjust or try to adapt to something?
How you gonna learn? How you gonna learn? Learn from the failure.
Right.
A smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others.
Yes. Yep.
So sometimes we gotta listen to the elders when they talk.
No, you definitely gotta listen to the elders.
There's some parts that I took from the elders, man. It's like
that's a fact, man.
with certain things. Like I was like, damn, he kind of right, man. I'm like, damn, he got me, but you can't let him know that. You still got to be a kid and be like, whatever. But then it's like, damn, when you really think about it, you're like, nah, Aldo was right. Because initially it gets to you.
The elders do be right, because even when I speak to my mother, like I'm not gonna say when we was younger we used to talk close, but I guess our relationship better,
Yeah.
You talk way more, like a lot of things he said is true. What's true? It was just when you young, like we all go through it. Honestly, we all gonna have to go through it. We gonna have kids. They go through it. It's just we just all gotta experience it at the end of the day.
For a fact.
And I think that's why Drake music is so popular, because he puts all those emotions that other rappers were scared to put into the songs. Like he has a song where he's like, we all go through it, we all grow through it. This the music, like old soul music, the music that that you used to fall in love with in the summertime when you driving down to your friend's house in the old Buick. Like,
nostalgia type of movie. Yeah.
We not old school.
Everybody had that summer where they fell in love with that girl and y'all went through that summer, man.
Nah, that's
I try not to. I was actually working.
Especially if you got.
Believe it or not, I was actually working. To be honest,
you ain't really need to call back then. Now you do.
For a fact.
You can take the walk to the park.
Now they want Chanel bags and stuff like that. You're looking at them like what? Like
girls used to call it they beat at the house.
Yeah, when you just go and chill with them.
Yeah.
True.
They used to take the bus. They be like, me take a bus.
Take your bus now. We got Uber. We got Lyft.
You got take my Lyft back and forth, sweetie.
Nah, that was a fact. And girls did used to take the bus and train.
For a fact.
It used to be snowing and girls.
And get if they really like you, they'll hop on that bus.
I know.
We travel mad far too.
I used to go from borough to borough.
One time I had a girl come from the Bronx to Canarsie on the train to come see me.
God,
damn.
Tell
a girl to go from borough to it's like, yo, you up.
Like you taking the
They like, nah, so when you want me to come over? Nah, it's we live in a different time. That's
for
you gotta be able to adapt, because time zone's gonna keep changing.
You gotta get yourself a real one, for like somebody. To be honest with you, it's either you get yourself a real one or somebody that can match your caliber. That's the only way to win.
Or just working yourself.
I mean, that's the best.
Yeah, but you only do that for so long, though.
Yeah,
you feel me?
I know, you might go crazy working yourself and have no girl.
Yeah, bro.
You're like, damn, I'm working at myself, I have no damn girl.
You're gonna have one
go crazy,
one small arm.
Yeah, I mean, yo, and then your parents gonna start questioning you for real, like, yo, fam.
What's going on?
What's going on? The deal's like, yo, too much time at home. And you always come over with no girl.
Get to know myself.
Yo, what's going on, my son? Let's get to know each other, you feel me? We don't talk in a while. You got something to say? Whoa, you don't want to end up like that. But honestly, with career-wise, you just got to trust yourself, man. Once you trust yourself, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Nobody. You feel me? You just got to, like, literally, you got to be a straight bullet, bro. Just go after it. Because initially...
You don't go after somebody else.
Yeah, because initially you going to be tight. Like, the person going to look at you like, well, you should have went after it. Like, then it's going to be like, you went on fight dukes after that.
The spot was open, but they mad. But like,
you feel me? You got to create your own, like, reality. You got to create your own, like, richness, I would say. You feel me? Because
you got to have different hats to do different things. Because you can't live in that one box. Because people say, like, you just do this, that's it. No, you can't depend on one thing.
Because we all know in America today, most people got 2 jobs. So that basically tells you right there, never depend on one thing.
Never depend on one thing. Because what do companies tell you? Even though they'll do what's best for them, regardless of the fact, they'll tell you do what's best for you.
Yeah, of course.
Because then here's what happened. Let's say you want to go to school, but then you gave them 5 years and you're like, oh, I'll do it after. You tell them, oh, I stayed because I thought I was going to get promotion, so I didn't go to school. I'm going to look at you like, okay.
I'm going to give you a story, right? A real life story, bro. I'm going to give you a real life story. I was working for this company, and one day I told my boss, I'm like, yo, I want to start my own company. Like, how do you start, like, a non-profit? Like, non-profit. And then he was like, I don't know. Google it.
Imagine he knows.
He was like, I don't know. Google it. I'm like, bro, you've been working here over 10 years. You have to know how to run this. Like, bro, you're wasting time if you don't. And then I was like, okay, cool.
Learned her young.
Bro, obviously. And then one day, this girl at my job, like, she told his boss, like, look at Ricard, he started his own nonprofit, he won a trophy. And she's like, really? Like,
no, stop. Like, damn.
And I was laughing, and then one day I told him, I was like, yo, this is my last week here. He's like, well, what do you mean? I said, oh, I graduated. He said, when did this happen? I was like, hey, I was like, finals, man. Yeah, I was like, finals was like last week. I finished already, and I got a new job offer the week after finals.
Nice.
He was like, what? And then he was like, no, wait, just give us some time. Take a vacation and then just give some time. So I used up all my time, like paid time off.
Okay.
And then I came for like the final lap. And when I came, he was like, okay, let's try to make you an offer. How much this new job is offering you? And I was
a lot.
And I was like, I don't think I should mention this, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, obviously, etiquette.
Conflict of interest.
And then he was like, oh, and then his boss was like, oh, just tell us, like, maybe we could match it. And I was like, all right, I'll tell you. And his face was like, oh. And come to find out, I'm now making more than him. So
Wow.
It's like, I jumped over his head, but he didn't want me to, obviously, because
you had no potential to him.
He wanted to keep me as his worker under him,
Yeah.
to take credit for my work.
Because initially he saw the talent. There's a lot of like managers and supervisors that do that. Even like in healthcare wise, like I'll give you me for example.
But some are good though. Some will see a talent and help you come up.
Yes, you're right. Because you'll get some mentors in the long process.
Because what I can say is in that same place, I met someone that went to the same school as me.
That's true.
And then she mentored me at that job. I graduated. Yeah. And then she helped me with the internship, and she put in a good word to help me.
Oh, so she led the way.
You find some cool people along the way, but some like your boss didn't want to tell you anything because it's like you want to keep it that way. You know, like it's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's the way it is sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
you got to go do the research.
Yeah. Well, we running out of time because we went over the time. So.
Yeah. Good talk.
We had enough. Closing thoughts. Our closing thoughts went for a whole 20 minutes.
God damn. That was the closing thought?
I guess. Everybody was like, well, I think.
Oh, yeah, true. We're probably been doing it, too. That's the funny part.
Nah, it was a good conversation, man.
It was.
It was a good cipher, and I thank all you for joining. Shout out to everybody that came. Shout out to Fabrice, of course. Shout out to Ivelaw in the building. Shout out to Acee. You already know. So shout out to everybody.
Man.
Shout out to everybody that came out. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting thus far. Shout out to everybody that's helped us out. And we have one tradition: the new person prays to close out every single time. So that would be you.
A prayer?
Yeah. What you scared for?
Okay, let me.
What you serving the other side? Get out.
It's called the Real Word Ministry.
Yeah.
Just like
Bible.
Oh, man, is a prayer, yo?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, if
my hands a little sweaty. It's hot in here right now.
God, please bless us all and make us be successful and achieve all our goals. Amen.
Amen. Power circle.
You already know. So remember, guys.
God bless.
It's the real word. It's the real